All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into a really powerful book, Tracy Kidder's Mountains Beyond Mountains. And let me tell you, this is the story of one doctor's quest to totally flip our ideas about poverty and healthcare on their head.
And hey, you don't just have to take my word for it. Check this out. This is a quote from Bill Gates. I mean, when a guy who has poured his life and billions of dollars into global health calls a book inspirational, well, you know you're in for something pretty special.
So let's get into it. This book, it's not your typical biography. Not at all. The way the author tells it, it's more like a hero's quest. Seriously, it's framed as his epic, almost impossible mission of one single doctor trying to heal the world.
And that title, Mountains Beyond Mountains, it actually comes from a Haitian proverb. And wow, does it perfectly nail the central idea of the book. It means that just when you think you've solved one huge problem, like you've climbed this massive mountain, you look up and there's another, even bigger mountain waiting for you. It's all about that endless, relentless struggle.
So, okay, who is this guy at the center of this epic quest? Let's dive in and meet the man himself, the incredible and incredibly complex Dr. Paul Farmer.
You know, the author does such a great job of painting a real picture here. Farmer isn't some perfect saint on a pedestal. No, he's described as a charismatic but flawed genius. So on one hand, you have this world-class medical expert with just unlimited compassion. But on the other, he's a complex guy whose relentless drive is both his superpower and, honestly, a source of major conflict. And that's what makes the story so real, so human.
So back when he was just a medical student, he basically found his life's calling. And it was this simple but huge three-part mission. 1, cure infectious diseases. 2, bring the absolute best tools of modern medicine to the people who need them the most. And 3, and this is the really radical part, challenge the whole idea that some lives are worth less than others. Just fundamentally reject that.
In his journey, man, it is a story of wild contrasts. We're talking about a life literally lived between two completely different worlds. The halls of the most privileged, elite institutions on the planet in the most impoverished, forgotten villages you can imagine.
All right, so let's walk through his journey. I mean, get this. At the same time he's at Harvard Medical School, he's also getting a PhD in anthropology. And while he's doing all that, he's starting a clinic from scratch in rural Haiti. It's just unbelievable. This whole approach, combining top-tier medicine with a deep understanding of people and culture, that became his signature. It's how he was able to expand his model from Haiti to places like Peru, Cuba, and even into the Russian prison system. And eventually, this all grew into the organization he co-founded, Partners in Health. But here's the thing you have to understand about Paul Farmer. His work wasn't just about treating patients one by one. No, it was about challenging the entire system. It was about taking a sledgehammer to the very structures that made people sick in the first place. And in doing that, he basically forced everyone to confront this really tough, often unspoken question in global health. Is it practical to just let the poor die? I mean, it's a brutal question to even ask, right? But it's the quiet logic behind so many decisions about who gets what.
And this is maybe the most important thing to get about him. Farmer's core belief was he was just impervious to anyone who said it wasn't practical for every single person on Earth to get the same high-quality medical care. He totally rejected that whole idea of cost-effectiveness that says, well, we can only afford to treat the easy cases. For him, that was just unacceptable, a total moral failure. He believed everyone deserves the best care, period, end of story.
And this is where you can really see his approach in action. Take tuberculosis, for example. The conventional approach was you only treat the simple cases with cheap drugs because it's cost-effective. But Farmer's approach? No, you treat every single patient. So when everyone said it was impossible and too expensive to treat multi-drug-resistant TB in poor places, he went and did it. He proved that you could treat the untreatable. It wasn't just a moral imperative, it was a public health necessity, and he showed it could be done.
So why does this book matter so much? Well, Dr. Farmer's work obviously had a huge impact on the world. But the book about his work, it created its own tidal wave. It really resonated with millions of people.
I mean, just look at the numbers. The impact is staggering. We're looking at over 3,400 global ratings.
And the overall rating is a 4.6 out of 5 stars. If you look closer, a whopping 74% of people gave it 5 stars. Add in the 4-star reviews and you're at 91%. That's an overwhelming consensus. People don't just like this book, they absolutely love it.
But it's not just about the numbers, right? It's what people are saying. You see reviews like this one calling the book life-changing. It just sparks something in you, makes you really think about global health, and this whole idea that maybe the poor don't deserve the same options as the rich.
And you see this again and again. People are just in awe. Like this review says, it's difficult to believe there are people who are so committed. It's this sense of wonder that one person could be so driven to do so much good for so many people, no matter where they are. It's just incredibly inspiring.
And I think that's the bottom line, really. A review in People magazine put it perfectly. It'll fill you equally with wonder and hope. And that's it, isn't it? You're left in wonder at what one person can accomplish, but you're also filled with hope for what's possible for all of us.
So, the book leaves us with this final, really powerful question. It proves that one person can make a difference, and then it turns that right back around on you, the reader. It asks, what is the first mountain you will move? It's a reminder that even though the problems seem huge, like endless mountains, every solution starts with one person deciding to take that first step.